Welcome to Ned Talks. My name is Kevin Goss, and I have the privilege of serving in the Northeast District at Chi United Church. We're doing a series of recordings under the category of church revitalization, right? Practices and principles that help us as we're walking with our local church through the process of renewal and being as strong and as vibrant as it can be in the Lord. Today, I want to just remind us about how we need to use our power and influence for change wisely. You see, even if we don't always recognize it, there's an unequal power structure in our churches, meaning that for you as a pastor, you have an authority and an influence that other people don't have. Well, I'm not talking about their value before God or us being joint heirs in Christ, but there is an authority that God has given you as the pastor of the church. That means that we have to use that power wisely. Right? People look to us for decision making. They count on us to comfort them. And as you implement change, just remember, whether you feel it or not, there is a power and influence that you have. Which means as you make changes, it's wise to ask the question, am I making this change because it's my preference or because it's part of a purposeful vision? One of the complaints we can have in our churches is saying, hey, people are doing things because that's always the way they've done things. And we feel like they're just doing their preferences. Yet when we get the power and authority to make changes, if we're not careful, we just start doing the things we like too. We just think they're better. Well, they might be the best choices, but it's only if they're tied to a purposeful and intentional vision. Otherwise, it's just another person with the power to make changes, making changes to make changes. Make sure that you use your power for the sake of purpose and vision. And as you're with your people, recognize that as you're walking with them, sometimes you'll be with them, right? Hearing their heart. You'll be above them, seeking the heart of God for the times you spend with them. And other times you'll walk in front of them, leading the way. And as a leader, we have to do all three as we understand the usage of our spiritual influence. We need to hear their heart, we need to hear from God, and we also need to point the way. Finally, recognize that there tend to be three types of decisions we make as pastoral leaders. Some, we already have a direction we want to go, and we're trying to get buy-in from key leadership or staff to go that direction. Other times we have a choice between a couple options and we're actually trying to figure out what's the best way to go, right? A or B. And we seek leadership to give us direction in that. And finally, there are times we're not sure what needs to happen in a certain decision and we're perfectly willing to hand this one off to our leaders to, so to speak, vet it through and find the best way. Be intentional about communicating with your leaders the type of decision that you're bringing to them. The one you know the direction you want to go, the one that you're wanting them to help choose between two, and the one where you're saying, we have multiple options and I need your help to find and discern the will of God. So as we use our power and influence for change wisely, we can be more effective at doing the right things at the right times. Well, if it has you thinking, don't hesitate to reach out. I'd love to talk to you more about it. Have a great day.